Walk into any modern office, and you will find people quietly struggling to focus. It is a heavy mental exhaustion, marked by memory lapses and a profound inability to concentrate, that most of us write off as a normal part of working life. Right now, more than 400 million people globally are living with this specific form of cognitive impairment. What began as general modern burnout has been heavily amplified by post-viral conditions like long COVID, turning occasional fatigue into a severe workforce disability. People are dropping out of the labor market because they can no longer think clearly. This widespread exhaustion represents a systemic failure of our shared cognitive infrastructure, one that transcends simple lack of sleep or individual effort. To find the primary driver of this mental drain, we have to look away from our computer screens and down at our plates. Our evolutionary diet relied on complex, fiber-rich plants. Compare that to the engineered food environment of a modern grocery store, packed floor to ceiling with ultra-processed products. The danger lies in how these products are built. Manufacturers intentionally strip away the fibrous plant matrix to increase shelf life, reducing complex carbohydrates into a rapidly absorbed, easily swallowed paste that acts much like baby food. Consuming foods entirely stripped of fiber completely overwhelms our digestive systems. Human biology never evolved to process naked starches and freely available sugars at this speed. We have designed a highly profitable food supply chain that actively sabotages our daily mental clarity. This chart shows what happens in your bloodstream immediately after eating a fiber-stripped carbohydrate. This steep climb is a postprandial glucose spike. When the sudden flood of naked energy hits your brain, it overwhelms and short-circuits the mitochondria inside your high-demand neural cells. This overload triggers a process called glycation. Excess glucose molecules violently bond to proteins and fats in your cells without any enzymatic regulation, permanently warping their structure. Biochemists describe this process as cooking the body from the inside. It rapidly generates free radicals, driving up oxidative stress and triggering widespread neural inflammation. As glucose processing stalls, the energetic flow of your neurons grinds to a sluggish, thick, and slow-moving crawl. The subjective feeling we call brain fog is the physical sensation of your brain cells drowning in toxic, excess energy. Now scale that up. Ask yourself what happens when billions of people experience this exact microscopic short circuit at the exact same time. We enter the realm of brain capital. Economists use this framework to measure a population's cognitive and emotional skills, treating the health of the human mind as a nation's most valuable asset. Major global institutions are now actively auditing this asset. They track how poor metabolic health and resulting cognitive disorders drag down national economies. This animated graph illustrates the staggering toll. Untreated cognitive dysfunction, mental fatigue, and presenteeism, working while impaired, cost the global economy over $1 trillion annually in lost productivity. In the 21st century, the metabolic health of a population's brains has become a foundational pillar of national productivity and resilience. Stopping this trillion-dollar leak does not require eliminating carbohydrates. You just need to manage the speed at which they enter your bloodstream. You can start with a savory breakfast. Building your first meal around protein instead of sugar prevents that initial day-ruining glucose roller coaster from ever getting started. This diagram demonstrates how food sequencing builds a barrier in the gut. Eating fiber first, protein second, and starches last slows sugar entering the bloodstream. Finally, post-meal movement. Using muscles within 90 minutes forces cells to rapidly soak up excess glucose for energy. It is an incredibly low-friction habit. Just 10 minutes of walking, or even doing calf raises under your desk, is enough to activate this biological mechanism. These 3 habits act as an immediate shield, protecting your neurobiology from an abrasive food environment. Ultimately, this extends far beyond individual diet hacks. It requires a broader shift in public health priorities and global economic policy. We must move away from merely treating brain fog and disease after the fact. The goal now is to proactively build lifelong cognitive reserve through precision neuronutrition. Focusing on metabolic stability provides a practical foundation for maintaining cognitive clarity and securing long-term economic prosperity. Subscribe for more.